Hello, beautiful and lovely gamers. My name is Jonal, and today we are answering a question that's been asked a lot during my Twitch streams, stuff like that. I'll plug that down in the description just in case you want to check it out. And then there's also the schedule when I do stream. But I get asked a lot there. So Jonal, I'm a team captain, or I have just been promoted to team captain, or I want to make a team and I want to be the team captain. In general, how can I be a better team captain? What's my job as a team captain? So on and so on. This normally revolves around, these, I would say, non-top tier teams. So the teams that doesn't have coaches, they don't really have active managers, or anything like that, like some of these higher budget teams does. Well, in there we will talk now about, well, what is your job, how should you behave, and in general stuff like that. Now, also notice that how you want to behave and how you want to act as a team captain is totally up to you. I cannot tell you how to behave. I would probably tell you to be kind and to a certain extent listen to your team and be democratic, but if you want to be a dictator and have the mentality that, everything I do and everything I say is just how it is supposed to work, then you can do that as well, and it's totally up to you. Now, when you are a team captain, you have to kind of understand that you are the adult of the team, right? The rest of your players are kind of kids, you're the adult. You're supposed to be the mature one. You're supposed to be the one that's organized everything and stuff like that. So one of your first thing is that it's your job, to start the conversation, especially early on teams, because, well, unless you guys are already a friend group, it's a lot of time awkward. I see this every time I coach new teams, or create new teams, or in general do anything like that. Hold on, it's really hard for them to start a conversation, and to a certain extent, that is the team captain job. Every time I join my team, I will say, hey team, how are you guys doing today? What have you guys been up to? What's the plan for the weekend? If Valentine's Day is closing up, I'll be like, so any plans for Valentine's Day? What, anything like that. Try to get the move. I also start joking with people that, like, yeah, if we know that one of them has a girlfriend, for example, you can joke around about that or something similar. It's also your job to bring out info. Such as, today we have a scrim against a 4.1k team. We scrimmed against this like 3 days ago. Or stuff like, hey, okay, so I was thinking about signing us up for a tournament in 2 weeks. Everyone can that day, or essentially like that, right? Bring out info, make sure that everyone has everything on the end. Like, okay, we have swap caller from Joe to Bob, so Bob is now our new shot caller. So let's try to give him some room in the voice com so we can actually listen to him. And stuff like that. In general, just bring around the information. I'm the new DPS player, while the old DPS player now took my role as a tank. Stuff like that, that's kind of your job. Make sure no one is confused. That also includes sometimes you have to send out messages. If you have substitutes or a player that didn't come to a team meeting, you might have to send him a message with all the info that he needs to know. In the end, it's your job to organize scrims and also inferior tournaments, because a lot of time your team won't do that for you. You can of course direct this role over to someone else, but I would highly recommend the team captain to do it, since, well, as I said, your team captain, if you have everything under control, then you can lead the team confident and make sure that everyone has, the needed information without having to branch it onto a lot of different people. Number 2 is that it's also your job to make a good team environment. That is talking with people, make sure that people talk together, make jokes, right? Get stereotypes, ask questions, like, in general, get to know people, making sure that everyone is feeling safe and good around each other. This also kind of branches up to number 3, which essentially is you should deal with the toxicity of your team. As I said, you don't have a manager a lot of the time or some HR department. That's kind of your job, making sure that people are having it okay, making sure if someone seems sad or frustrated or doesn't meet the practices, seem tired, that are you guys doing? Are you doing okay? How's school or work or whatever? Also making sure that if someone feels targeted by well, I don't like the small comments that he makes towards me or something like that, then that's kind of your job to nip that in the bud and make sure that no one feels like they're getting bullied out of the team, and making sure that everyone is behaving, because a good team environment is very crucial in this game to make a team succeed. That also branches over to, making sure that people do what they are told to do. So if I tell someone to practice Widowmaker, I expect that guy to practice Widowmaker, and if in 2-3 weeks we don't see any improvement from his Widowmaker, as the team captain, it's kind of my job to ask, okay, how are you actually improving this? What are you actually doing? Especially if you don't have a coach to do this for you. And then the end is your job to deal with morale. All of these will do good morale. If your team has good conversation, you make sure that people play together, you make sure that everyone is having a good time, they have the necessary info so no one is, confused and stuff like that, and making sure that, there's no toxicity. That will give good morale. But sometimes you do lose morale during either scrims or tournaments, and then it's your job to send the team captain to be, you know, even though you lose a round, the first round 3-0, be like, okay guys, you know, good round. We got stomped here. Let's now go and just destroy them. Okay, I want to see more aggression. Come on guys, let's get our mics up. Maybe you crack a joke or two. Right, in general, making sure that your team, you know, get back up that morale, because you can't get depressed after losing the first map or the first half of a game, even though you got absolutely destroyed. And making sure that, you know, no one is pointing fingers or being toxic, anything like that. Sticking to your plan and making sure, like, okay, come on guys, let's try now. Let's be positive. Let's not be so goddamn depressed. That is what also, you know, as I said, you are the adult, so making sure that your team isn't getting sad just because you're starting to lose a little bit. I hope that helps a little bit. If you have any questions, then definitely drop those down in the description. I'll try to either address them in the video or comment on them. You can also join us other Discord server, link to that down in the description. Or you can even tweet them at me or ask me while I'm live on Twitch, just by tagging me in the chat. A lot of time I don't answer if I'm in the middle of a match, but I answer between or after matches. So definitely, guys, hit me up there. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely gaming experience. My name is Jonal. Stay positive, guys. Keep the enemy in your crosshairs.